Understanding the conflict over the Marcellus Shale requires an appreciation for the demographic forces at work. Geologists anticipated the Marcellus Shale would be developed in a drilling fairway, extending through the heart of northern Appalachia into upstate New York. The fairway reached to the edge of the Allegheny region to the west and encompassed the endless mountains to the south, the Catskills to the east, and part of the Finger Lakes region to the northwest. The natural landscapes of these areas are not so different one from the other. Their visible contours and features are products of the same glacial history. They are seasonally transformed by snow-swept winters and temperate summers. As similar as these natural features are, the New York communities that call this prospecting fairway home are dissimilar and often contrary in social and political matters. The drilling culture migrating from Texas and Oklahoma, with its celebrated roughnecks and cowboys, would be welcomed by some people in some parts and shunned by those in others. The Catskills to the northeast, although part of Appalachia by virtue of geology and terrain, are shaped by diverse population and cosmopolitan influences. Since the middle of the 19th century, the 6,000 square mile Catskill region has been the site of a varied collection of farming communities, vacation homes, sanitariums, sleepaway camps, spas, ski resorts, and hunting and fishing lodges, all of which have been populated and visited by both local folks and residents of downstate areas and the Hudson Valley. Since declaring parts of the region a preserve in 1885, New York State bought close to 300,000 acres within the park. New York City purchased more than 40,000 additional acres of the Delaware watershed to preserve its drinking water supply. This purchase includes Cannonville, a small farming community sacrificed to create the Cannonsville Reservoir in the early 1960s. The water flows from upland sources in the Catskills to the New York City waterworks, more than 160 miles away, requiring no filtration and little treatment. It was a critical and protected resource for the city. And then a large part of the fairway in the area between the Finger Lakes and the Endless Mountains and the Catskills is occupied by farmers or children of farmers, land rich and cash poor. The Marcellus boom was an extension of trends unfolding through the late 20th century. Small family farms in the Northeast were on the decline, while farms in the heartland adapted to economies of scale that lowered prices and fueled demand for agricultural products. If the fields of the Midwest were producing ethanol to relieve dependence on foreign oil, there was no reason the fields in the East shouldn't be producing natural gas. At least, that was the thinking of many area farmers and the energy companies vying for rights to their land. In the Southern Tier region, unlike the Catskills to the east and unlike the Finger Lakes to the northwest, energy companies found farmers with large fallow tracts of land who were willing and eager to begin dealing.